Map out our parts today. Little journal pages from Entangled Parts Mapping Journal. And there's instructions. And we're just going to get right into mapping my parts. The Grape website and the 62 million views. I'm going to start with this. This really makes me rage that we have to deal with this in 2026. We still have things like this going on. What in the, like, we know what this does to victims and we know what it does even to the perpetrators. We still just ignore it. It makes me want to hurt somebody. Another part that is really, really scared that I know that have gone on that website. I mean, 62 million, odds are probably pretty good that I know somebody on there, that somebody that went there, not even just for this part, but for the other parts of the website. And another part that's really just angry at the response from men. Well, it's either response or no response. Deer in the headlights look. Like, come on, are you kidding me? That is actually really afraid. Like, I have to go out in the world. I'm a woman. I have to go out in the world. I have to go to the grocery store. I take walks all the time by myself. A lot of things by myself. And I'm afraid. I mean, I knew this all happened, but 62 million views of another part that is really sad about what happens to women that this happens to, and women and girls the rest of their lives. Even just the system that supports this. Let me add another to the rage. No, let's do this. Let's add another one. Accountability. Who the hell's going to get held accountable for this or anything else that's going on? Like the little files. There's no accountability. There's been single arrest in the files or in this. Oh, I do have a part. If I can get kind of, now that these are kind of on the paper and these parts are feeling seen, I have a part that is sad for the perpetrators. Like, what's your life like that you'll do this? How do you live with that shame and guilt for what you did? And maybe they don't, maybe some don't, but there's a part of me that's really mad at parents. Why are we raising children that do this? Why? How is there not responsibility? How is there not help? How is there not support for these people? I mean, it hardly exists for these people, for the women, and only if they're believed. If I can get into some self energy, I feel like all my parts are pretty mapped out. I'm going to just do a little self energy in here. And self is curious, calm, compassionate. And if I can find some self energy in here, this is a mess. This is a lot. If I can find some calm, move on to the next page, which is untangling these parts, which is the part I'm noticing and curious about today. So if I get into self energy, I just take a minute. Which is the part that is most activated in my system? Right now, it's this one. I'm afraid. So I'm going to use this next part. Fill it out. Which part am I noticing curious about today? The afraid part. What do you notice in your body when you pay attention to it? What does this part look like, feel like, or sound like? I feel like my throat is tight. And I have a tar ball in my stomach. Just feels like this gross ooey goo in my stomach. And what does it feel like, sound like? It sounds like It sounds like screaming. Like that someone's outside your door screaming. You're screaming like in terror. And what does this part want me to know about it? What's its job? How and when did you get it? How and when did it get its job? What's it carrying? What is this part's good intention? So what does this part want me to know about it? Sometimes I have to just take another deep breath. What does this part want me to know? That being afraid means staying home and staying safe. If we don't go out, we're safe. This part got its job the first time an older boy showed me his junk, and it scared me. This part says, just stay home. We're safe at home. So it's carrying the idea that outside is scary. That is its intention. Intention is just stay home. We'll be fine if we stay home. What is this part afraid would happen if it stopped doing its job? If it stopped making us be afraid and stay home? Well, something bad would happen. For sure. It's sure of it. Or we might see something bad happen to someone else, and we have to get involved. We have to protect others. So if we don't stay home, stay safe, afraid, something bad's going to happen. Feel compassion towards this part, right? What you were feeling towards it. If it feels right, thank the part for coming forward and letting you get to know it. So I am feeling a lot of compassion for this part because it is so afraid for a long, long time. So I understand your fear, your fears. You are right to be afraid. Bad things do happen outside of our house. And we are also careful. We live in a small town, really do much at night, and we are okay right now. We are safe right now. Having you say back what you heard this part say and that you're still okay, this is where they get to breathe a little bit easier. And it starts to soften. A lot of times if I can get to the one that's most agitated, and in this case it was this one, most of the time the other ones will soften a little bit too. And I just feel a little bit more expansive in my system, untangled from the web of these. So if you want to get this journal, it's in my Stan store in my bio. Let me know if you use it and how it works for you.